All right, new moon in Cancer, solar eclipse energies has been hitting me pretty hard, and I finally am starting to feel like I'm coming out of it. And I hope that everybody is feeling the momentum of that, but also what's been coming up for me is actually a lot of physical pain, a lot of reminders of things that have happened to me, ways that my body has coped with things, and then bringing those pains back to the surface so that you have to deal with them. And you know, I'm part of the Neptune in Capricorn generation, and so it's a generation where we are trying to bring spirituality into more of a grounded physical realm. And so what does that require? That requires really taking care of your body and figuring out how to establish a foundation of in the spiritual, like, fantastic dream realm. We can be grounded in that, and we can do that work in order to take care of ourselves spiritually, which in turn helps deal with the physical ailments that we have going on, but we can't do that without conscious effort. And so while the new moon and the solar eclipse may have happened on Tuesday, here it is Thursday, and I feel good, a little bit better now, though my back still really hurts, and I'm still just getting deep breaths back. I haven't had that for 2 days, and it's been really frustrating. These are all things that are coming around to teach me something and to teach me how to take care of myself and to make sure that I'm doing the work. Otherwise, the decline will continue. And I think that that's just a lesson that is across the board for all of us that we need to be thinking about, is when we have these issues come up, whether it be emotional, mental, physical, spiritual, whatever, when these things come up, how do we handle it? What work are we putting in to make ourselves feel better and to heal ourselves, and in turn doing the work of healing long term? So anyways, these cards are what came up today. A lot of this solar energy and then the black obsidian here. So I want to talk about black obsidian first because this really struck me today. The fact that this is volcanic lava that is quickly cooled, so that usually means it has fallen into a lake or it's fallen into the ocean. So it's the mixture of the oceanic or the water energy, which is the feminine, receptive, the mother, the thing that holds us, what we are all created of, water, and the mixture of fire and volcanic, the pure earth energy bolting through the crust and out into the world and quickly cooled creates these little glass-like shards of rock, which have been used all over history for spears and knives and things like that, surgery tools. And so the black obsidian is speaking about just cutting the bullshit. We're cutting the ego. We're cutting anything that's not good for us. We're calling it to the attention of ourselves, and we're like, no, we're done with this. We're going to protect ourselves, and that's all there is to it. There's no more time for messing around. We have so much work to do in such little time. And you know, and we also need to just restructure what we think about time and death, but that's for another day. I look forward to diving into that a bit more, but not in a quick video for tarot. So this is talking about just cutting through the crap, you know, like we need to combine the water energy of nurturing ourselves and being within our bodies and our emotional flow, and the fire energy of just getting things done, knowing what we need to put our energy into, our kundalini energy, our chi, whatever it is that you want to call it. How are you going to utilize that energy into something constructive for you and protect yourself from the bullshit that's trying to slow you, me, any of us down? Black obsidian was, and I have this mahogany obsidian that I just think is really beautiful little stone, and it's talking even more about grounding, but also knowing what the truth is and being very aware of what's going on and how do we protect ourselves amidst all of this. Then we have the octopus card. I love this animal. A few people have drawn it recently, and I've been learning about it and just about how phenomenal they are and how they can't link it to any other evolutionary being. So they kind of think that it might be an alien, and how it has a brain in its head and a brain in all of its limbs. So it's incredibly intelligent, and it can morph sometimes into different things and different looks in order to camouflage itself. And it exists on the ground of the ocean. So the waves pass over it, but it's still staying grounded. So this is talking about the grounding energy again, and being able to deal with the emotions, the things. The waves are constantly hitting us. We're more connected than ever before in our known history, in terms of seeing each other, seeing what's happening in the world, and knowing that all kinds of terrible stuff is happening in this world, like all of it. You know, I don't have to tell you, you have this screen just like I do. The fact of the matter is that despite all of that, we still have to stay grounded. We still have to take care of ourselves and our communities. We still have to put in work and be strategic and be intelligent about it. This is a very intelligent being, and it is strategic, and it knows how to adapt itself to different situations. So how can we learn from this energy, and how can we call this in to be malleable and able to fit into tight spaces? You know, like change is constantly happening, and it's not comfortable. But we can also, another thing about this creature is that it can like lose a limb and then regrow it. So it just, what needs to be let go, what really needs to be let go. And then that brings me to the next card, which I think is really interesting, the Minos card. And it says below it, sacrifice. And this is a yellow card, and so I'm thinking solar plexus chakra. This is where we're shining our light and how we're receiving others' light. And what we need to sacrifice, I think, just goes back to the Obsidian card of ego. We don't need to, it doesn't, I have like 1,800 followers, and I appreciate every single person that's following me and contributing to this community. I don't care about likes. I don't care about who sees these videos. If I'm late with the videos, you know, the moon comes whatever day it comes, you know, and then our bodies do whatever we can do, like, but still it is necessary to sacrifice time in order for me to give to you, whoever happens to watch this video, and hope that it is as meaningful for you as it is for me. And there's so many different ways that sacrifice shows itself, and there's so many ways that we can enact it in our lives to better ourselves. I think to fasting. I'm not going to say I enjoy fasting, but I think I see the validity in how it helps my body regenerate, how it helps me cleanse myself, and how it helps me get more in tune with what my body is saying. And that's a little sacrifice that I can choose to do, and it can actually help me and heal me in a way. And I really just want to like make you think about like, how can you really change your life by strategically sacrificing, not just sacrifice everything, throw everything away, and then who knows, like, I mean, there's so many rabbit holes that you can go down. But what I'm talking about is strategically thinking about, what don't I need and what can I be grateful for, and how can I really change my dynamic around scarcity and what I think life should be or shouldn't be. And then eventually we can get to the whole talk about time and death, and we can restructure those things. But right now we're going to start off slow. The last thing that I want to talk about are these two cards that came out together, so I took it as a sign that they needed to be together. And I believe that I did this last week. The Daughter of Pentacles, and then this is the Son of Wands. And so the Daughter of Pentacles, same message. We're still baby stepping through this. We're still trying to figure out how to take care of our body. I got these protective braids, shout out to Olivia at Beauty Botanica, and I found these earrings while I was purging my room. I was cleansing. I was like, I gotta get down to the bottom of this. I gotta cleanse everything. and I've got to really know what I have, and know, just in case, like, you never know what's going to happen in your life. So you want to, like, know what you have and know that you really cherish the things that you have, and the things that you don't cherish, maybe you should let them go. And so, and in that, I thought that I lost these earrings, and then I found them, and it was so exciting, and I love them. Shout out Bread and Butter in New York. And so these are the little things that this card coming back, the Daughter of Pentacles, is talking about. The work's not done. The work's not done. Just because you started to do it, like, you got to keep doing it. You got to keep up that practice. You got to keep being receptive to what it is that your body needs, and how you can best take care of yourself along the way, and just allow yourself to be in the process of learning and knowing that you don't know everything, and that being totally okay. You don't have to know everything. You have to just allow yourself to figure it out as you go along, and to be receptive to what it is that you need along that way. But then the new card, moving into the Sun, which is the more active masculine, and the Wands, which is the fire element, it's talking about starting to really direct our creative energy. Like, me sitting here and getting consistency, this is the hardest thing for me to do. And let me tell you, commitment and a Sagittarius stellium, I'm not in it. I don't like it. It's frustrating. I don't want to do it. Like, even just sitting down and doing these videos, I'm like, oh, I'm frustrated. I have to do this. But also, I get a lot of fulfillment from doing this. I get people telling me that it meant something to them, and it helped them in their lives just like it helped me in mine. And so this is what I'm talking about in, like, directing your creative energy. Like, put yourself, be in a position where you want to start putting yourself out there, even if it's uncomfortable for you, because you know that something good is going to come of it. If only that a couple people see this video and have some connection, and then we build a connection, and then we have a friendship, and we have something that can sustain us through hard times and good times. This is the point. This is the point. This is why I do this, and this is why other people do similar things, you know? And so this is calling out for all of us to start channeling that, and really believing in its worth and why it's important for us. And so with that, thank you for sitting with me. I hope that you guys are on the upswing as my body is on the upswing. And again, shout out to the beauties who helped me with this protective style and these beautiful earrings that I just found. I'm going to put a shout out in the video. And thanks so much for being here. I'll be here next week.